Can you just give for our audience who might not have heard other shows and our first show about what this is about milk in schools?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. So by law, every child that participates in the National School Lunch Program must receive a 1 or 2 cartons of cow's milk on their school lunch tray. That is a matter of law.
And it's about 31 million children, if people are wondering how many that is.
Yeah, and that milk is provided by the United States Department of Agriculture. It is paid for by the USDA. It is not paid for by the local school district. That money comes from the USDA. And that is why the local school districts don't have the money to provide the non-dairy alternative. That's why we have to have the USDA institute the rule change so that they will provide the money to offer the non-dairy option for these local school districts, because the local school districts simply don't have the money. Right now, the providing dairy for the National School Lunch Program is about $500 million annual windfall for the dairy industry. So it's big business. And that's why the dairy industry is fighting tooth and nail to maintain this cash cow, forgive the pun. But quite frankly, I am tired of them pimping children of color for profit. And it's time to stop extracting money out of the backs of children of color and making our kids sick for profit.
But just a note, as you're saying, it's the money's from the USDA. The money is from the US taxpayer.
Exactly.
Right. So also
exactly. I'm quite frankly furious that my tax dollars are being used to make children of color sick so that some dairy farmer can make money.
And this is what Switch for Good and you, Dr. Mills, have been working on since pretty much day one of Switch for Good, right, Dossie?
Absolutely.
Yep. Yeah. And it's amazing how many Congress people of color, certainly not going to point anyone out, but we had a really colorful conversation, didn't we, Dr. Mills, like maybe 8 months ago with one of them. And I like, my phone is blowing up with text as this guy is speaking and making no sense whatsoever. It's really just, it's frustrating, but it's sad that realization doesn't come clear when we explain the issue, right? It's simple to the two of us who've been doing it a long time, but it just also, once you explain it, so many of the Congress members go, oh, well, wait a minute. Why is this like this? Why? And it just kind of sinks in. But we had one difficult conversation, and I got a text that said, "This is piles and piles of horse shit." And it was
from Dr. Mills.
Yeah. Sorry to out you. It was just in the moment. It thought, what is this guy in? I think senile, but it was just the wildest scenario and you could really, I think the thing that was so frustrating to me, Dr. Mills, was you could feel the pressure that he was really putting upon himself from the dairy industry. Like, right. I would imagine that's one of his major funders, and it indeed is, because we've looked it up. But you just think, oh my gosh, you're willing to sell out all these children?
So exactly, and the you could see the calculations going on in his mind as he was saying about how he had dairy farmers in his amongst his constituents, and how he was going to try and finesse this issue. And it's like, I don't give a damn how many dairy farmers you have amongst your constituents. We're talking about the health of school children. And, nobody's talking about eliminating dairy. We're simply talking about providing an option for children who cannot tolerate dairy so that they won't be made ill. And that is just a matter of equity and justice. And how can anyone not support that?
So is this a matter of, oh, by the way, I think you both should out that person, but anyway, is this a matter of?
We're in the middle of it, Alexandra.
Okay, okay. Afterwards.
When we win, yeah.
So are you all trying to get a bill in Congress, or are you trying to change the USDA's this policy?
We are
they have?
asking, we have support from many Congress members on this issue because it was important to be able to educate them and to have them behind this. But this is a Department of Agriculture issue. This is a Secretary Thomas Vilsack issue. He has the power to fix this and make this right. It wasn't originally voted by Congress to put milk in schools. Right. That's an agriculture. So it's, yeah. It's getting them to fix
can
it.
make a rule change and change this overnight. We don't need a bill. He, with a stroke of a pen, he can take care of minority school children. So this does not require an act of Congress to stop abusing these children. And right now, this is child abuse. This is flat out child abuse, and it needs to stop. And I mean, I'm almost at the point where I'm going to argue that until they stop feeding lactose to children of color, we need to start putting something in the white kids' lunch to make them sick, just like they're doing to the
peanuts. Yeah, I always say they took peanuts out right away when some kids got allergic. So I think peanuts should be mandated in every school.
So it would change overnight.
Yes, yeah, right.